This is an Iwebu production.
Period. I don't know if you guys have seen The Best Man Final Chapter. Is that what's called?
Final Chapters.
Final
yes.
Chapters.
The Best Man Final Chapters on the Peacock.
Yes. Yes. So
Amazing.
good. Highly recommend. We ended up getting kind of emotional. Was it on the finale?
It might have been the finale or the
think it was.
one. Yeah, I believe it was.
It was the finale.
Okay.
So just to give y'all a run through, if I think everybody knows what The Best Man is, but the final chapters, I guess, was the series version of just kind of wrapping it up.
Yeah.
And in this series, all of these friends, they were just doing a lot, like just real life stuff, like women, working different jobs. There's a woman that's single. A man was, unfortunately, he cheated. Like just all kind of things. And one thing that stood out to us was just how locked in they were with each other, and how, like, I don't want to say deep in each other's business, but just kind of like they were in the mud together.
Yeah, they were.
Like they were really in the mud. And so in the last episode, what's his name? Tay Diggs.
Let's just say he went through at the last episode he went through a big life change.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
Yes. Well, he went through a big
explain?
life change and depressed, sad, going through it.
Yeah.
Silent. I would imagine not answering his phone. Next thing you know, there's a knock at the door, and each one of his friends coming in. One person got some wings. The next person got some Chinese food. The next person got the case of beer. They pull out the cards, act like he's like nothing is even happening. Sit down. They was like, what they say? We need a fourth man.
Yeah. And he was sitting there for a minute, like, and mind you, they have not said nothing to it. Like literally when he opened the door, he just walked away from it.
Yes, it was just a revelation of them showing up without even, for me, without, what's wrong? Why you been answering your phone? Why you acting funny? It was just like, we showing up. We doing life together.
Yeah.
But we got emotional because we were kind of already in the lane in our life where we were like, we're not doing no superficial friendships where it's just super surface. We just, hey, how's everything doing? Oh, everything is amazing. Everything is phenomenal. Yep. I just feel awesome about everything. Like we just doing events together and just going out to fancy restaurants. And we were just like, we don't want that because we're real people. Yeah. We go through real things.
Real life.
And sometimes we be wanting to tell on each other like, hey, your boy acting up. Yeah. Hey, your bro, sis, pray for your bro. He ain't take me out on a date in quite some time. Hey, bro, help wifey or whatever. Tell wifey to, just being and doing life together in a real way. And I know for me, just because that's how I am, like I am such a vulnerable person. I kind of clash with people that aren't. Like it irritates me a little bit. Like, girl, like keep it 100. Like be honest, be real. Like if I don't get to something about a friend quickly, I'm already turned off because I'm like, we 30. Yeah. Like we getting older out here. Life is happening. I don't really have time to like cupcake around. And I'll go deeper into why I feel that too, because I also feel like that's tied to the freedom in Jesus. But I don't know, babe. What would you say?
Yeah, I believe that it just comes down to because we're super transparent people. Like, this right here, if you watch any of this, and you go back on even some of the other episodes of what we've had up, man, we're just an open book on many different things.
Yes.
And so we don't got time for someone who's trying to put on. Don't try to put on. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I believe that all of us is going through something. Just came out of something, about to go through something.
For sure.
You understand? So we're doing real life. Iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah.
So we should be able to do that. And so when I saw that, I was just like, man.
It was emotional.
It was emotional. It was like,
I want that.
I really want that. And don't get it wrong. I feel like I got like probably maybe a homie, maybe two, who's like that. That's really on that. But I was like, well, my friendship's moving forward. If we not like that, if we not like what you seen on there, like if you want to know any of my partners that's looking at this right now, how can I be a better friend than Nnamdi? Go look at that rest of that final chapter. Look at the whole thing. How them brothers is locked in. How they could tell each other about each other. Like they were getting into it on some parts. Sometimes we not cool. I got to tell you what's up.
That's a whole different
like,
thing.
I gotta tell you, like, hey man,
yes.
I feel when you do that. Hey man, you know, you kind of selfish.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
He did,
hey, maybe,
yeah.
like maybe what your wife is really trying to say is this. Like, that's what we need. I said, like, so many people nowadays. I said to my wife, I said, you know what, babe? I don't want no more Facebook friends in reality. What is that? Well, on Facebook, all we see is highlights. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just checking in on me just to see, all right, where you at now? You know what I'm saying? We go on the surface. We just talking about all the great things that happen. Nah, but we not talking about, oh man, yeah, wifey been tripping a little bit, man. I mean, I need you to pray for me, man. What's been going on, man? It's just that this, you know, or your wife can reach out to my wife.
On, babe. I'm sorry. I just have to, like, yeah, it's so real. You was like, I don't want to be Facebook friends, only sharing highlights with my people.
Supposed to be my real friend.
You supposed to be my real friend, and every time we talk, I felt that way towards many people. Like, you know, I changed my number. I'm like, you ain't just about to call me to see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not who I am to no one, and I'm not gonna be that to anyone. Where you can just keep up with me. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah. Follow me on Facebook, but I'm not having that in real, like, be an associate, be whatever. But as far as real friends, but that's what a lot of people do. Like, they get in these relationships with people, and I think, to be honest, to be fair for everyone, I do think that people desire it, but I think we're so used to just first showing up as our representative, really? Like showing up as that version of ourselves that sometimes it's almost like, dang, I've been showing up like my marriage is perfect. I've been showing up like I'm just such in awe with my kids. Don't get me wrong, we love our kids, but they definitely get on your nerves at the same time. But like I've been showing up as this version. Now it's like when they do kind of share something with you, it's like they creep into sharing those things. It's like, even like in just moments where I'm like, girl, I've been married. I know that you don't get along with your man. I know sex is not popping 24/7. I know kids can get on your nerves. I know the house gets a mess. I know you eat Chick-fil-A and don't cook sometimes. I know that's life. That's life. And so I love that you said that, like, not having a Facebook highlight, Instagram highlight friendships. Like, we're done with it because that's not who we are. Like, man, Namdi done been on the phone with bros, and I'm like, man, this man just telling them everything. Like, he's such a transparent person.
I don't got time to play around. Man. like, babe, I mean, I got a friend, and he'll remain nameless, but I had to hit him up after I watched this. Yeah. And I was like, hey, bro, listen. No more surface.
That was love, though, by the way.
That was love. Yeah. I was like, no more surface with either one of us. Yeah. Like, for me, too. Like I said, I got to be a better friend in some areas, too. Like call yourself to the table. That was another thing E.T. was talking about. Like, don't be no victim. Like, nah. Sometimes it's you, too.
Oh, so
anyway, I called myself to the table on some things. But one of the things that he said to me, he was like, man, like, I mean, I don't really got nothing to be going wrong. Like, I've been good for 3 years. I'm like, so you ain't had an issue in 3 years straight. You ain't had an issue in 3 years straight. I mean, not for real, but just working some extra hours or something. I'm like, so dang, it's Jesus, and then it must be you then. I'm thinking in my head, like you, like, because everybody else I know that went through, I mean, something. Like, you'd have been through 3 years of just straight nothing but ups. That I don't think I've ever heard of it. But hey, maybe that, I was like, you know what, maybe that's your truth in some manner. But from there, I told him, listen, how we move forward is this is how we gonna move forward. If we gonna be bros, this is how we move forward from here on. And he respected that. We had a great conversation and chopped it up and shared loves with each other and all that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it brought up a point even in that conversation. I'm thinking now, like, and that's also why you need to be in the mud with people, because you can be unaware. Like, I know before I met Namdi, I was the most poppin'est thing, and nothing was wrong about me. Okay, period. I was the smartest, the deepest, the most prophetic, the sexiest. I was that, and I still am. You know what I'm saying? I still feel great about myself, but it wasn't until I married someone that was willing to love me enough to be like, but I see a little selfishness sprinkled in this. Like, yeah, you dope, but let's work on these things. And so that's another thing about superficial friendships, is that you don't get to see really what's going on. So so even if you tell me I've had no problem in 3 years, I can't say you haven't because I don't know you. I don't know. Are you really good with your husband? I don't know. When's the last time you've been on a date with your man? How is, not saying to be like, I'm just saying how it is. I don't know if money is great. I don't know if sex is not that good. I don't know. Like, I don't know. And so sometimes when people aren't in community, that's the whole point. Iron, sharpening iron, correcting, loving, holding each other accountable, doing life alone is equal to having superficial friendships. Yeah. No one's calling you out, so you are unaware. And so sometimes you can go by life comfortable and not growing because you're not being challenged by anyone. And that's not what we want. Like we knew, especially coming to Atlanta, like, nah, circles got to change, people got to change, the type of people that got to change. Like, we got to really do life. Like, I remember a few of our marriage sessions where it was like, I knew Nnamdi was about to tell on me for something. I was just like, oh my God. I know he's about to bring this to the forefront, Lord. Like, it hurts. Yeah. But it helps.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah. And if I look at those people who spoke with us, was real people, real friends.
Real people.
They was ready to pull up whenever, like, in being transparent, man. Yeah. So you just need that. Like, no more in this year for you, whoever's watching this right now, no more little superficial friends that we got. You know what I'm saying? Facebook and Instagram friends in reality. Like, y'all just giving all surface. Okay. You can't heal what you don't reveal. Like, if you're not willing to reveal some things to a friend, like, man, I've been struggling with, man, I've been watching porn, man. It's just been getting me, bro. Like, this is what's going on. But how your bro know how to pray for you? Yeah. How you know how to be like, hey, bro, like, you good? Like, what's your phone? Like, what's been going on with this? If your bro don't know, like, man, our marriage kind of going through it at this time. Like, hey, man, I've been having a little bit of issues in my area of finances right there. How your bro know not to give you the Dave Ramsey program or something like that? Yeah. If you just, again, you're just kind of hiding these things. You just want to show them everything. Man, I told my homie, I said, hey, bro, like, real talk, we could just be cool on Facebook. That's all we got to do. Like, you could just go on there. Because it's the same. All my highlights. I go look at all your highlights. Yeah. We be good. We don't gotta talk. Like, don't get it wrong. We don't need to just have some sad side story, little sad stories or something like that. But
that's not what vulnerability.
Let's just do real life. Yeah. Do real relationship. Yes. If we're not in real because relationships have ups, they have downs.
That's what I was gonna say.
They you know what I'm saying? It can get
part
sticky.
Of it. Yes, man. Yes. Real talk. And I just feel like I like some of my most vulnerable moments. I've never left like we just had a big pity party. First of all, I'm surrounded by God-fearing women. You already know what we're going to do. Yeah. We praying. We giving each other, okay, my husband, he ain't take me out in a while. Okay, so what you should do is da-da-da-da-da, boom, 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 boom. Like, that's not going to be like, dang, marriage suck. No, you have a normal marriage or, whatever the case may be. Hey, bro, like, man, money been kind of fun. You might be friends with somebody that got the opportunity for you. You might be connected to people that know something that has an answer to your question, but you got to ask and you got to open your mouth. And so, I know everyone isn't like us when it comes to like being transparent, being as open as we are. But all we're saying is to be connected to us. Yeah. It has to be a pretty high level of vulnerability, self-awareness, and transparency to be in life with us. Because I don't know, it's awkward to just be pouring out and you don't really know nothing about the other person.
No, that's real.
Like, I don't know nothing about you.
Really weird. I know nothing about you. You know all about me, man. And so I just
all my problems.
I don't know if any of y'all relate with any of that, man. Make sure y'all drop that in the chat. Yeah. Let us know in the comment section if you can relate with some of that. Did you see the Best Man holiday? Did it hit you somewhere in your spirit too, man? Yeah. We just not doing none of those type of relationships, man. We doing real relationships this year. Yes. Real sticky. We gonna do life together.
Period. Straight and up. That's what it is.
That's it, really. This is an Iwebu production.
Period.